Hello, Monsters Abound here, and welcome to part 26 of my Vampire Counts campaign, where I'm getting slowly ground down, no matter what I do. Lots of fun. So we've got lots of greenskin armies. They're laying siege to Castle Drakenhof. That's fun. We finally saw off Chaos, but apparently there's another wave coming, so there's all that to look forward to as well. Heinrich and Vlad are rushing back to Sylvania to try and deal with the greenskin incursion, while Belagar runs away, having led the greenskins into my territory. You little beardy shit. Otherwise, we've got a trade deal with Musilian, so there's that. And they're pretty. I mean, they're strength rank 8, which isn't too bad. That's not. No, those Wood Elves are strength rank 5, so. But they do have 15 settlements, so maybe if given time, they'll be able to strengthen themselves and maybe even help us a little bit. Actually,
I'll have you speak now. Praise your gods. I like what you say.
You don't want. I mean, you will like us more, because you're going to go up to 43, so that's good. Could we give you a medium gift? Is that going to help? Gifts given, yeah, up to 63, I think. Hopefully, given a couple of turns, they will accept some military access and maybe even attempt maybe a military alliance. The Beastmen are at war with Chaos as well, so thank God for that. I'm going to take any allies, no matter how smelly or well, yeah, good. We're also coming up to the end of the tech tree. I think I'll maybe go for Master of the Swarm. Become Master of the Swarms is to dominate each creature within the flock, so they sway to his control. Armor piercing for Fellbats, armor for Fellbats, and melee defense for Fellbats. Yeah, sure, whatever. Don't actually use Fellbats, but that'll be fine. Otherwise, yeah, just have to deal with all the greenskins and hope to God they don't attack Castle Drakenhof before I can reach it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, thank God. Oh good, more greenskins. That's just what we needed. I didn't have enough greenskins on my plate. And Manfred is a carnal imbiber. Okay, yeah, sure, whatever. Go nuts. Go nuts, Manfred. I mean, you're probably going to die again in a minute. Karaberg has Nurgle's Rot, a vile disease birthed by Grandfather Nurgle, or one of his foul minions, is sweeping across the population. We can only hope it is one of his less successful concoctions. Well, sure. And raiding in Eschen. More raiding, additional raiding, a little bit more raiding. Yeah, that's all terrible. That's fine. Right, we're gonna head down. Are we marching? We're marching. Good. Get down here, Heinrich and Vlad. Moving as quickly as possible, but I don't think it's going to be quick enough. Oh, good. There's another army. Okay, so we're looking at 7 greenskin armies in Sylvania, and plus whatever they've got down here as well. So lots to think about there. Excellent. Cash wise, we're not too bad, but another wave of chaos coming in. Heinrich, you get your good. I'm going to do that. How's Karaberg? Not great. Marienburg is unhappy. They are decidedly unhappy. How can a bunch of zombies be unhappy? Honest to God. I still haven't built Evil Hogwarts. Desperately want to do that. Haven't had the time. I've been too busy dealing with everything else, unfortunately. Okay, right. Yes, just going to have to accept it and hope the greenskins don't do too much damage. Don't attack Drakenhof. Don't do it. You shits. What did I say? I said don't. Oh my God, that is so many orcs. Rock Lobbers, 3 Arachnarok Spiders. A literal, I believe the name for that many Black Orcs is a buttload of Black Orcs. Okay. And Manfred, you've got... well, I mean, your force isn't bad. We've got some Blood Dragon Warriors as well. So they should be able, I mean, they might be able to hold. Manfred has some magic there. So we've got a potion of toughness as well and a dawnstone. So fingers crossed. So this is a defense of Drakenhof. A bit of a hopeless one. The greenskin horde is just vast. They've got 2,343 units currently on the battlefield, but that doesn't count the reinforcements, which I suggest were probably about double that. So they've probably got twice this army heading towards the city walls. Our defense, I've mostly defended the walls with skeleton warriors, and our good units are held in reserve. So when I see where the Black Orcs are landing, which is probably going to be, well, to be honest, all along the wall, I'm going to try and then reinforce them. So we've got the Khan race down here, we've got some Grave Guard, we've got Skeleton Spearmen braced at the front of the gate. There's Manfred down here, he's defending one gate, and Volda is that over? Yeah, so there's Volda over here. She's of course mounted on a nightmare. And we've also got a Banshee over here. I don't really use Banshees in battles, I tend to just use them as assassins, so we'll see how that works. But we've got some Crypt Horrors here as well. We've got Grave Guard, as I say, just waiting behind the wall to reinforce where we need to. That's all fine. We've got a Terrorgeist as well here, and we've got some units of cavalry. And what has happened here is I've seen that they've got a large number of catapults at the on their left flank, but pretty much undefended. I can't see any units here, but of course I guess they have some night goblins. Indeed they do. But other than that, there's not much here, so I decide to actually sally forth and see if I can do some damage and take out the catapults, because otherwise the catapults will take out the gate. They'll do a lot of damage to my units on the walls, so I think it's probably a good idea to try and sally forth and deal with them. It doesn't go all to plan though, as the units get smashed by a lot of catapults. Anyway, that's fine. But that's the idea anyway. We're going to come charging out and we're going to deal some damage to the right flank here. So our cavalry are charging out. We're taking a lot of damage from those catapults, but our towers are also doing a lot of damage. Outcome, we're going to try and deal with these night goblins. So in goes some of our blood knights. Of course, those night goblins are not going to last very long against the blood knights. So the Black Orcs are now, yes, and Black Orc Biggins have arrived. They've arrived all the way along the wall. We're going to try and reinforce with some of our units, try and plug the gap, try and keep them busy for as long as possible. We do have some units of Blood Dragon Warriors here as well. They are going to be instrumental, because they're about the only unit that I think can go toe-to-toe with Black Orc Biggins. Unfortunately, we've only got one of them. Over on the right flank, the cavalry battle is going pretty well. They've thrown in a Boar-Boy chariot, but their catapults are getting wrecked. We've sent the Terrorgeist out to assist as well. So all that's going on. We've managed to chuck a unit of Spider Riders out as well. So that's pretty good. So we're doing damage there. The Blood Dragons are taking a little bit of damage, but they have found a Goblin Big Boss. He's arrived, so he's going to be doing some damage there. We've got the Boar-Boy chariots over there, and some trolls are coming to engage as well, but fortunately we finished off the units to the rear there. So now the greenskin left flank has been crushed by our cavalry charge. We sallied out, we did some damage, good stuff. However, we are now going to have to try and get our cavalry back into the city safely. These trolls are going to be a bit of a nightmare, but fortunately our units are now finished. Oh no, but in comes some Goblin Wolf Riders. That's annoying because that's going to delay us. So we're going to have to deal with them. Unfortunately, they're only Goblin Wolf Riders. They're not going to be doing a lot of damage to us, so we can finish them off quite nicely. The Terrorgeist has charged back in. He's going to try and deal with the trolls for us. That's very good. On the walls, it's not going well. Manfred has arrived to try and help with the Black Orcs here. So he's going to be doing that. Some more Black Orcs here. As you can see, they're not taking an awful lot of damage. We have sent our Khan race to assist on here because the Skeleton Warriors over here just got absolutely trashed. And we sent the Blood Dragon Warriors in as well. They're going to be working on that. The gates have been destroyed and some Black Orcs, surprise surprise, big uns, have charged in along with some chariots, but we're holding the gate with Volder there. On the greenskin right flank, our left flank, things are looking very, very messy. There's a huge number of greenskins have managed to reach the wall and our Graveguard are completely overwhelmed. So that's not looking particularly good. Over on the right flank, our cavalry have finished with the Wolf Riders and we're now dealing with the Trolls. In come the rest of the cavalry. Thankfully Manfred is up on the wall and he's going to be just close enough to be able to drop a heal on them. As you can see, the Trolls do not enjoy being charged by the Hex Race and they're going to be running. They're terrified now. That's ideal because we can now hack them to pieces. Unfortunately we don't want to be out here for too long because we're getting shot to pieces by some like the chariots and stuff. We're not going to be able to catch them. And in come some Forest Goblin Spider Riders just to add to our problems. However, as you can see, greenskins on our right flank completely wiped out. So the right flank is fairly secure. There are still units here. They are trying to get through. Some Forest Goblin Spider Riders have tried to get through. We're going to drop a heal on our cavalry there. That's going to help. And now we need to get our cavalry back into the city because units that now break, greenskin units that now break, we're going to head deeper into the city, as you can see here and here, and we don't want them rallying and getting our city capture point behind us. That's good to hear, Valda. Keep up the good work. Yeah, the Black Orcs here, they're taking damage, but not nearly enough. Our Banshee has headed up to help Manfred, and actually, you know what? She's doing pretty well for herself. Is our Banshee. She hasn't actually killed anyone, but she's been doing a lot of damage. The Terrorgeist has arrived to assist. The Terrorgeist is basically going to be, I think, the MVP of this battle, because he just, everywhere there's trouble, the Terrorgeist arrives to sort things out. And Manfred is currently having a little break, having a little breather. That's good. And our cavalry have reached the city. They're back in the city. We're going to move them back into this central plaza here so they can react to any problems that arise. With the greenskins now beaten on the right flank here, or at least the big uns, and the big uns are the main problem. I mean, we've got more night goblins coming up, but night goblins, they're night goblins. They're friggin' goblins, they're not going to do anything. So we're going to leave our Graveguard and Skeletons to deal with those. Manfred and the Banshee are going, and the Terrorgeist are going to deal with the big uns that have arrived on the wall here. So you can see we are slowly managing to hack our way through them, but pretty slowly. Their Blood Dragon Warriors on this flank here have been managing to hold the Black Orc Biggins up with the help of the Graveguard pretty much by themselves. Volder has been doing great work down by the gate. As you can see, we've already managed to repel several assaults, but the main problem is going to be on our left flank here. As you can see, our units are crumbling now, and that's going to mean the greenskins can now pour into the city over this wall. Cavalry is reaching the safety of the central plaza here, and we're going to have to try and use those to blunt any attack. As you can see, some Black Orc Biggins have now arrived. They're backed up by some Night Goblins, so units are starting to trickle off the wall here, and we're going to have to use our cavalry to try and stop them because we don't have any infantry units to spare. At the gate here, we are dealing with a few units are trying to get over the wall, but they're mostly Goblin units, so that shouldn't be any kind of issue. As you can see, they're just charging over and getting cut down, which is fine. However, reinforcements for the greenskins are pouring onto the battlefield. Some more Black Orcs there, some Black Orcs with Great Axe infantry, some Orc Arrow boys. The units at the gate are pretty depleted, but we're going to have to fight off another wave of greenskins. In they come. Manfred and our Banshee have been doing pretty good work here. The Black Orc Biggins are going down. We've got some there's a Night Goblin War Boss has hit well as there, but that should be fine. Terrorgeist has been doing fantastic work. Manfred, you know what? I've changed my mind about Manfred. He's been doing great stuff, but in come another wave of Black Orcs there. We do have the towers, so we are going to be doing some damage to them as they arrive, but still less than ideal. Greenskin units are starting to arrive via the left portion of the city because we've got nothing on the wall over here. Fortunately, we've got cavalry units waiting for them. It's a little bit of an ambush. The Night Goblins are going to come charging into the square. And and then they're going to die. A lot. So there you go. They did not last very long. However, there are some stronger units coming. There's some Black Orcs. There's 2 units of Black Orc Biggins led by is that Ruglash, the Shouter, top Shouter? We've seen him before, and he's back again. Oh dear. Just going to have to deal with that. The right flank is getting greenskin reinforcements, but it's a 1 unit of Black Orcs with shields there, and a unit of Night Goblins, but we should be able to hold those off with the units we have here. That should be fine. There's another unit of Black Orcs pouring in, and unfortunately it's just Manfred, the Grave Guard, and some Crypt Ghouls left. So that's basically all we've got there. The Blood Dragon Warriors and our Banshee are dealing with the Black Orcs on this flank. They're doing pretty well. We should be fine there. Some more Black Orcs have arrived at the gates, but we've got some Crypt Horrors to blunt them. That should be fine. We're setting up a little ambush. We do have 2 units of Black Orcs approaching from this direction here, and a unit of, yeah, the Night Goblins have returned as well. We've also got a unit of Savage Orcs coming in this direction. Now, these Savage Orcs should not be they're going to try and get around our rear. However, that's not going to work very well for them, because in come the Hex Wraiths, and they're going to get absolutely annihilated, which is good. This little assault on the town centre is being led by Raglash, the top Shouter. There's 2 units of Black Orcs. They're being backed up by some Night Goblins as well, and there's even more units. Thankfully, most of these units that reached the wall were actually archers, so they're trying to take the gate instead, just as well. If that force was any larger, I don't think our cavalry could deal with it. We've also got a Terrorgeist here. He's hanging out above the little assault. And our Hex Wraiths that dealt with the Savage Orcs are now going to flank around and get to the rear of this unit. So we're going to hit them from every direction and wipe them out before they get to the town centre. And here we go. A brutal charge there. In come the Hex Wraiths on the flank as well. In comes the Terrorgeist. Terrorgeist shriek. So they are, yeah, they're not looking in a particularly good position. Our Hex Wraiths have dealt with the Night Goblins, and Ruglash, the top Shouter here. Unfortunately, he's popped Fists of Gork, which is going to make him a pretty fearsome melee character. He's also got magical attacks, so he's going to be doing a lot of damage to the Hex Wraiths. But we've got, maybe I should have pulled him away. Maybe I should have pulled the Hex Wraiths out of that combat potentially. But that's not what happened. However, that battle is going pretty well for us. The Black Orcs have taken a lot of damage already, and they're already close to breaking. Volda has unfortunately managed to get herself trapped. She's utterly surrounded by Black Orcs here. However, she's managed to kill, well, quite a large number of them, and she's holding them all in place, which is just as well because the gate forces are severely diminished. We've been charged by a large number of Forest Goblin Spider Riders, reinforcements from... We've still got more... Orc Boar Boy Biggins arriving, another Goblin Wolf Chariot. Every time we finish off a unit, more arrive to deal with us. Manfred is fighting on the wall still. He's been fighting for a long time. Poor Manfred, he's drained. Look at that. But he's up to almost 69 kills, and most of those are going to be Black Orcs, because that's what he's been fighting. Over on the gates here, we are managing to hold, but our units are looking a little bit on the weary side. Most of our units are taking a lot of damage, as we can see. The Orc number is up to 5,413. And we've only got 671 of our units remaining. Volda is going to die there, unfortunately. However, the cavalry battle has succeeded. We've managed to drive off the greenskins, and even Ruglash, you can see he did a lot of damage to our Hex Wraiths, but the Terrorgeist has managed to drive him away. And these Orc Biggins, yeah, the last unit has broken. They're all going to try and run away and die, which means we still hold the city. Unfortunately, Volda has now fallen, and our units at the gate are now trying to deal with the units that arrived over the wall on our left flank. However, there's not many left. Our Crypt Horrors are going to be doing most of the work there, but there's a lot of Black Orcs. Over on the wall, fantastic job done by the Blood Dragon Warriors, Manfred, our Banshee, and the few remaining undead units that we have under our control on the walls. They have managed to break the last few units, and they're now going to charge to try and plug, because there's a lot of units now preparing to come through the gate, and our gate forces are busy elsewhere. So we're going to try and plug that gap. Our cavalry units have chased away the last few remaining Black Orcs, but we've still got some units still... Yeah, so the greenskin units are fleeing into the city and then rallying. The unit of Hexwraiths that took on Raglash, now they took a lot of damage, but they're just strong enough to deal with any fleeing units. So that's what they're going to do. They're going to hunt around the city and wipe out any greenskin units that rally. The Terrorgeist has come back. Terrorgeist is that regeneration is pretty darn good. We've got another unit of Black Orcs there. A little bit of lag there, I don't know what that was. Another unit of Black Orcs is come charging into the city via the wall on the left there. In come some Boarboy Biggins. They are met by some remaining Grave Guard. And is that it? Is that all? Oh no, and the Blood Dragon Warriors there. And some Skeleton Warriors. As you can see, there's a lot of dead greenskins at the gate. Greenskin numbers now up to 5,435. And it's around this point I think, you know what, I might pull this off. And then I look over here and go, oh, they've brought spiders. So 3 Arachnarok spiders now approaching the walls, and they've got even more artillery. Over here we've managed to hit the Black Orcs from both sides at the same time. Terrorgeist and Black Knights and Blood Dragon Knights at the same time, but we've got another unit of Black Orcs here. Hexwraith, our second Hexwraith unit, are facing off against them. They do have a couple of units of archers. That's not ideal. We need to deal with those somehow. But the Black Orcs are unsure about where they're going to go, so we're going to charge them with this unit of Hexwraiths. Come on guys, charge in a line. You can do it. Good lads, in you come. So there you go, that's a rather poor charge there, to be honest. That's a bit weak. Unfortunately we do have reinforcements, and the Terrorgeist is going to deal with the archers. Ouch. Looks like some goblins went through the wall there. Never mind. But that's going to break them, and they're going to run. As I said, the Terrorgeist just seems to be wherever we need it. That's pretty good. Over at the gate here, we've managed to regain control of the gate. The Arachnarok spiders are trying to get through, but they're not going to be able to get through with this number of units plugging it. However, on the other flank, the Arachnarok spider has met slightly, well, less stiff competition, let's say, and the Grave Guard and a unit of Skeleton Warriors are all that stands between it and reaching inside the city, and it's backed up by some Orc Boarboy Biggins, and they're going to be doing a lot of damage as well. However, the Greenskin army is looking far more depleted. It looks like they've run out of reinforcements because no more are entering the battlefield. And it's starting to look like the battle is evening out. The unit of Black Orcs here has been wiped out, and some unit of Night Goblin the Archers are also running, but they're goblins, that's not a great surprise. We'll try and hunt down as many as possible. We are getting hit by artillery from outside the city. There's a unit of Black Orcs here that don't seem to be doing anything. They seem to be being forgotten about. But that's fine. I don't need any more Black Orcs to deal with at this moment in time. The gate is still holding, and the Arachnarok spiders are being beaten back a little bit. Our Crypt Horrors, Manfred's there as well. We've got the Blood Dragon Warriors are here as well, I think, somewhere. There they are. They're all plugging the breach, which is pretty good. Unfortunately, the other gate is not looking so good. The Grave Guard are crumbling. The Arachnarok spider will be free to traipse around our city, and our cavalry is all that's going to stop it. Units of greenskins are continuing to rally in the city, but we're continuing to hunt them down wherever we find them. Cavalry's chasing down even more greenskins. They are drained. I'm not surprised. They've been very busy. Just going to hunt those down, and it looks like the gate is about to fall. Our Terrorgeist is dodging a massive amount of artillery fire. He's going out to deal with the artillery. What a guy. What a terror. I mean, he's up to 123 kills. He's managed to, I mean, ouch. He's basically been wherever we need assistance, a Terrorgeist has arrived. Like some sort of avenging, creepy undead angel. And he goes, he's going to be dealing with the rock lobber. That's going to put a stop to them. And I don't think they're going to enjoy a Terrorgeist being nearby, so they're probably going to run immediately. That's also, so the right gate has fallen. The Terrorgeist, not Terrorgeist, sorry, the Arachnarok Spider is in, but it's broken instantly. Apparently army losses have reached such a point. I think it was probably the loss of the rock lobber crew. Probably did it. But with that, the Arachnarok Spider is breaking. So we're going to charge it with our cavalry, try and do as much damage as possible. In fact, all the way along the line, it looks like all the greenskin units are finally breaking and running. We've done, look at that, they're down to 247 units out of 5,746, almost 6,000 greenskins. And what remain of the forces that were holding the gate, and that's basically it out of our army. As you can see, there's a large number of corpses at the gate. Most of them not ours. However, it seems the only unit that is currently holding is this unit of Black Orcs, which apparently, I don't know whether it's stuck or something, or whether the AI just completely forgot about it. I mean, there were a lot of units on the field, so maybe it just forgot. However, they're not going to last very long. Our Terrorgeist is, of course, on the scene, and Manfred, our Banshee, and our Blood Dragon Warriors, who have done absolutely fantastic work. I mean, 118 kills, most of those will be Black Orcs. So up we come, and in comes a Terrorgeist, and that unit is going to break pretty darn quickly. And with that, we've won. We have won the Battle of Drakenhof. We've managed to see off almost 6,000 greenskins with 3,000 of our number, a lot of them just basic skeletons. I did not think I was going to win that battle. Holy crap. That was exhausting. I can't believe I won that either. Yeah, not a lot survived that. Got the Trickster Shard. XP gained. I think I'm going to dominate the captives because I need the replenishment. Jeez. Well, has that bought me a little bit of time? Essen. Okay, well, I don't... That's fine. Grotta. Ugh. What a fight. Trickster Shard. Essen's been sacked. Bertha's back. Enemy killed, raiding, more raiding, additional raiding, a little bit more raiding. Okay, good. Right, well... Oh, they're laying siege again. Jeez. With a whole new army. Oh my god. However, most of their forces have been forced away. We're going to get over reinforced as soon as possible. Maybe we can reach it before they can hit us. Yeah, the defences at Castle Drakenhof are not looking particularly potent anymore. They just got a lot of Black Orcs. They'll probably throw the remains of these forces at me as well. You're not right, Dad. You are going to take... I wonder if that's going to bump down your fightiness enough to lose your war forces. Never. Oh well. Manfred, I have a newfound respect for you. Volda, what a gal. What a gal. Let's give you Grave Wall. It might help you a little bit in future if you survive long enough. Oh, good. Throg's back. I was worried I wouldn't have enough to do.
My cruelty knows no limits.
Helmand, you're running away. Head back to Altdorf. Hold Altdorf. Just sit there. Hope for the best, because you're on your own for a little while. Right. I think we're fine there. You know what? Rambert, can you just try? Oh, Rambert, what a... that might actually help quite a bit. Good job, Rambert. Patrol ambusher. Yep, sure, do that. Got armies there. We're losing. Yeah, okay, right. But Heinrich and Vlad are a turn or so away. Mind you, there's so many greenskins to kill. Okay, let's see what happens. Ostermark. Yeah, that's not. Nothing's going to happen. Waldenhof. Yeah, well, that's just running rampant. Essen. Yeah. Is that a brand new army, or is that a war force? I think that's a brand new army they've got there. And Wiseman, yeah. I'm starting to feel a little bit picked on. Just a little bit. I don't know what it is. There's something. We've got Master of the Swarm. Midland is going to rebel. Yes. Settlement sacked. Yep. Another one sacked. And another one sacked. 3 sacked in 1 turn. And apparently Kazarak has decided to start raiding the Reichland. Right. We are, I think... if we rush, we can reinforce. So that's what we're going to do.
Cloaked in darkness.
Right, Manfred, you can sally. Thank God, right.
Darkness comes.
We can wipe you out. And I think we're going to murder the captives. Okay. Castle Drakenhof is safe, at least for the moment. Although there's a lot of greenskins still hanging around, and we're going to have to do. Yeah, we're going to have to deal with a lot. There's at least 2. Oh my God! There's Morglum Neck Snapper and Icky Blood Reaper, and I still haven't seen Grimgor, Ashag, or Wurzag yet. Well, I beat Grimgor once, so I'm sure he's back by now, which means he's in charge of at least 1 more army. Ashag's in charge of at least another, and I suspect Wurzag will be a 3rd as well. And those are just greenskin armies that we haven't seen yet. So that's fun. Manfred, you did such a fantastic job defending Drakenhof. What a guy. You know what? I was wrong about Manfred. I was quite mean to him. There was a little bit of workplace bullying going on there. That's on me. That's on me. But I do think, you know, what a star. So we're definitely going to recruit you some more units, because you did. I mean, have some of them and some of them. I mean, they're just skeletons, but, you know, give us time. We need to work on a zombie dragon. Okay, what's a zombie dragon do? Yeah, I think I need a Terrorgeist to deal with the large monsters. Yes, I want one of them. And do I want a zombie dragon as? No, I won't. I'll get a couple of crypt horrors. We'll recruit that. And Roderick, you can have Curse of Years. We'll go for that. There we go. So there we go. Well, I've managed to save Castle Drakenhof. I thought I was going to lose it, but it's fine. We're okay. In fact, Rambert, you can't assault. Never mind. We'll just deploy you there to try and sort out some of the public order issues that no doubt we'd have if the fact that both Heinrich and Vlad weren't there to help. And looks like Throg's come back. Thank goodness. I was worried Throg was... Damn it. Was not gonna... We weren't gonna see Throg again, but thank goodness he's come back with his giant hammer to waylay to some more of my towns, because that isn't happening enough. So there we go. So Drakenhof is safe, and that'll have to be that for this episode. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.